Hello. Today's gonna be a pretty lazy, pretty laid-back episode. It is late, and I'm tired. So I'm just gonna hang out, I'm just gonna chill a little bit, you know? Good enough. Gonna play a little some botany. It should be good. Things should line up. I think I'll do probably walnuts here. I'll add a bunch of chompers, and, you know, should be fine. I'm gonna do 3 lanes of sunflowers, because I'm just gonna be bulling. I'm gonna be so rich. But yeah, for my last video, I accidentally selected the wrong microphone, so it ended up sounding like shit. It got like 4 views or something, so I guess it doesn't really matter, but definitely something to avoid in the future. I did listen back to it, I just didn't realize the quality's like worse, you know? I didn't notice. So that's unfortunate. But, you know. It's to happen. There we go. Should be able to kill that guy before he goes all the way to the end. Should be good here. Okay, besides that, I walked a bunch again today. I hit my 10k. I've been hitting my 10k pretty consistently. I don't know, I assume I talked on the channel about this. I've been walking 10,000 steps or more every day. And that's been going pretty alright. But, hold on. Yeah, it's supposed to be good for me. This is gonna... Oh, dude, they don't hit the potato mines? I don't even know. Shit. Do this. Alright, I'm fine for now. We're strange setup I get going so far, I know, but I'll figure it all out. Anyways, yeah, I went outside, I walked along a highway, and I eventually ended up going into the woods when night was falling. And I said, you know what? Probably shouldn't be doing this. Probably should go home. So that's what I proceeded to do. And it was, it sucks. I hate backtracking when I go walking, you know? I really hate having to go back the way I came. It makes me sad, but what can you do? Shucks. Not perfect right now. Doing okay though. Not doing terribly here. I need to do this, and I guess... I'll just do this. This should be fine. I've never tried a setup like this before in Zombotany. Zombotany's a very unique minigame, but it's a very annoying minigame, so I don't play it much in general. Please, thank you. You can play these at any point. I am planning to complete the other 2 minigames I unlocked, but I'm probably going to leave the rest of them for later. I'm missing a lot of plants that could be very good and useful, so we can just chill out. I don't even have the shop unlocked yet, so I'm kind of going into all this very fast, you know? Hell yeah. Love when the drums come on. Beautiful. Alright, starting to get some real motion going here. What else did I do today? Not much. I went to the store. I did, you know, I went outside, and then I did come back to, like, Discord, and I started talking to all my friends again, because I didn't do it for a while. I'm back now, and I played a bunch of games with people. I played Marathon again, which is fun, you know. They made a bunch of changes that are like really good, and like changes that I would personally make to the game, which makes me very happy. And then I also played the one of the Reddit games, the second one. Which, by the way, those games are like sleeper hits, man. Those games are amazing. They're like the best movie tie-in games ever. They're legitimately They're like better than the movies they're tied to, honestly. The first one is slightly better than the second one, I think, unless it really switches up before the ending, but, you know, either way, they're both amazing games. And apparently Vin Diesel is a big gamer, even though he doesn't really look like it. So he had a hand in making those. He, like, wrote really the character. He played him in the game. He voice acted everything. He played the game himself after it came out. It's cool. Maybe before he dies in 2028, we'll get one more Reddit game where he's old and sad. That would be Kino. That would be amazing. You know, speaking of, when people say Kino, I think it's funny. I wish we had like a safeguard against words being overused. Because when people say peak now, it means nothing. Like, there's like a half-life for positive descriptors online, you know? When someone, or when a new one is popularized, it's only gonna be used in like a genuinely positive way for a few months at most, and then people are just gonna start calling everything peak, even if it's complete, like, you know, garbage that nobody's gonna remember. It's very sad. Like, I don't think my videos are peak, right, for example, but if I had like 100k subs, I can assure you that on every video I'd get a comment saying how this is peak. It's just silly. Like, I guess such is life though. That's what happens online, you know? That's been happening the entire time the internet's been around. It's gonna keep happening forevermore. It's just, that's the way of life, unfortunately. Alright. I did end up with a pretty good setup here, it seems. I'm just gonna nuke this guy, whatever. Diamond. I will play the third minigame we got unlocked, and I think after that I'll stop for today, probably. Oh, they only give you those 3 before you finish adventure mode. Interesting. Newspaper zombie. I don't think we'll play this game past finishing adventure mode. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know what's gonna happen to this channel after I finish this game. If I don't get any motion, I don't want to say I'll abandon it, but, you know, I'll definitely have to do something else if I'm still getting, like, 2 views per video. Because the whole point of this, it also says it in the bio, right, it's an experiment to, like, see how to interact with an audience and stuff. And if the audience isn't there, well, I just gotta make something else. But still, it's, you know, routine can be very helpful. I'm glad I did this. It's been interesting. I went from being too anxious to post anything online to just posting very low-effort stuff. So that's something. I don't know if it's good necessarily, but it has happened. I suppose if I did stick to like the at this point like bi-daily slop, or I don't know if bi-daily means like twice a day or every 2 days, but either way, if I did stick to it for a few months or years, I'm sure I'd get at least a small following eventually, just by brute force. But I got shit to do. I'm a busy man. All right, I don't want to be just another one of them meddling creators. I want to be somebody. I want to be a trailblazer. I want to be unique. I want to be fucking awesome, and I'm gonna try to accomplish that. I'm saving these for no reason. I'll just hit some of these. Good enough. Go. I wonder if anyone's ever checked how many times like a walnut can bounce. I wonder if you eventually start getting like a diamond per bounce, you know? Like, it's not possible to do that in these minigames, but if it was, if you could bounce something 15 times, how much money would you get out of that? Oh yeah. My cousin showed me this thing recently. I used to do something similar, basically cottage cheese is very good for you, right? Very high protein, very low fat. If you buy like, you know, skim cheese or whatever. I don't even know if that's a thing, but you know what I mean, like low fat. And I used to eat it with honey, and I thought it tasted pretty great. I got bored of it, but he gave me some with jam, and it's even better because it's like honey but like more flavor. So I'm gonna do that for the next few, I don't know, however many weeks it takes for me to get bored of that again. While I've lived alone, I've kind of eaten. What I do is I eat like a few things very frequently, and then I like stop eating them for a long time because I just get really bored of them. I don't really know how normal that is, but you know, maybe I'm just a little too quirky. I should probably blow this up. Probably gonna wait until I get a funny red nut for these guys. That might be a bad idea. I might lose them. Nope. I don't know why I ever doubt myself. I'm so sorry. Okay. Beautiful. Please go down. Thank you. Oh. Yes, sir. Should be fine here. Yeah, we're chilling. Probably should have saved the explode nut or two, but you know, it's fine. I'll do this. Cool. Nice. And we're pretty close to the end here. I do notice that as this like series has progressed, like commentaries become much more related to the actual game. And like on one side, I want to talk about more interesting stuff. On the flip side, it is what's in front of my face the whole time I'm recording, so, you know, some game commentary is good probably, but again, I know there's literally millions of people doing what I'm doing right now, and only a few can make a living off of it, so I gotta get better. I gotta get the mailbox. Okay. No, never mind. This is a little bad. Oh, Lord. I might have yapped myself into an early grave here. I mean, I'll be fine, but I think I'm gonna lose a few mowers here. Wait. Nah, yeah, I'm losing one of them for sure. Well, what can you do? Such is life, etc. I'll just let all of them just go, you know? Yes. That is very satisfying, at least. Alright. And final wave. You know what? That kind of worked out in the end. There's a mechanic that doesn't spawn zombies in the same lane where Mower just went through, so even though it would have been nice if I won this without any mowers, it still worked out. I'm gonna throw them on the sides so they get max bounces, because they get a guaranteed bounce on another zombie if I do this. Beautiful. Kill the flag guy. And that's just an explode on it. Perfect. Game heard me. Not even. Alright. Pretty solid. That will conclude today's upload. Maybe next time I'll try to yap about something more complex again, but I'll see how I feel about it. Yep. That's enough yapping for one day. For 2 days. I've been uploading these every 2 days in case you've been following Ghost Viewer. Well, thank you for tuning in, and goodbye.